All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the weekly Roundup with Mountaineers' all-time winningest head football coach, Tim Camp. Coach Camp is currently in year 15 at the helm with the Mounties, joining us today after a trip up to Carroll College in Helena, Montana this last week. Coach, thanks for joining me again. How are we doing today?
I appreciate you having me. Hey, we're battling. We're back at it already, and that's all we can do at this point.
Hey, so yeah, the team traveled up to Helena to take on the Saints Saturday. Carroll College came away with a 37-3 win. And you got to give Carroll some credit. I mean, they're a really good football team that's on a roll right now. They beat Rocky the week before, who was number 14 in the country. I mean, that's a good football team. They moved up to number 23 in the polls as of this week. But what were your thoughts on the game, Coach?
Well, I do think Carroll's a very good team, and I credit them and their coaching staff. They did a nice job, had a good game plan. They shut Rocky out the week before, the number 14 ranked team, and then obviously we didn't do what we wanted to do in just about every phase of the game, right? So I think that at the end of the day, kind of going back to the drawing board, finding out what we do great, and finding out what we do good, and then finding out what we do bad. That's where we're at right now. Continuing, just like I told the guys, football is a lot like life, right? It's gonna require hard work, sacrifice, dedication, all of those things. But at the same time, there's several plays up there that could have been made. And again, credit Carroll College. They denied us in several ways, right? But we got to focus on what we can get better at and continue to move forwards. And again, that's where we're at. Offensively, we're really struggling. Defensively, we struggled stopping the run, and then they start play action passing us. A couple bright spots were in the special forces game. I think that we're getting better in some of those areas. But to win a college football game and to be able to compete at the level that we want to compete at each and every day, you got to win two of the three phases, right? And if you can win all three, hey, guess what? But I am super proud of the kids on the sideline. They were supporting each other, supporting the coaches, and when you go into an environment like that, on a senior day, you got to be ready to go. So again, I got to do a better job. We got to get these guys going. We got to get this team going. We got to continue. We got a big game against College of Idaho this week.
Right, and one thing too, another positive, just looking at the numbers, for the first time this season, you guys didn't give up a turnover on a fumble or an interception. Is that something you can build on going into this next week?
Well, I think you're grasping at everything now. I think that's something that we've been focusing on, and it's one that you're like, wow, hey, great job. But hey, really, it is a great job. You didn't turn the football over, right? We punted way too much, and but at the end of the day, to be able to go out there and execute and do those types of things, and to be able to cover it down against some dynamic returners, I thought that our kids did a really good job. The attitudes are good, the effort is there. We just got to make plays. And I think that's something that we're going to find somebody doing something great. And that's what we want to find out when we watch the film, because at the end of the day, you got 11 guys out there. Somebody's doing something right? But it only takes one time that, hey, I didn't, it's my bad, and those are the things that we got to get corrected, and those are the things that we're focusing on right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And as we look into this next week, another tough matchup in the College of Idaho, currently sitting at number 12 in the country. In the Mounties' first meeting with the Oats, C of I took home the win 41-0. The Oats haven't been nearly as dominant the last 2 weeks. In early October, they squeaked out a 3-point win against Montana Tech, followed that up with a 5-point loss, their only of the season, to Montana Western. Last week, they pulled out a 4-point win over Southern Oregon. Still a very good football team, still one of the best teams in the country. Really balanced attack, averaging around 200 yards rushing and passing a game. Of course, pretty strong defense to go with that. They're going to be coming into Community Stadium for Eastern's last home game of the season, and it'll be Senior Day. What's the outlook heading into Saturday?
Well, the outlook is senior week. We started talking about that on Sunday, and we got a bunch of great guys that we want to honor, and there's no better way to honor them than to go out and play your best game of football. People are going to remember your last appearance at your stadium. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? So those are the things that we've been talking about. College of Idaho, very good team. You just mentioned it. They're very balanced in their attack. They got a defense that plays hard. They're very good against the run, but we got to be able to establish the run. We got to be able to establish things that we're good at. Again, kind of going back to that, hey, if we can't run our offense the exact way that we want to, we got to figure out something. We got to be creative and trying to do some things that I know that we could take advantage of some of the things that they do. So, but at the end of the day, like I told everybody, the seniors are battling the coaches this week as far as competitions, trying to create some fun out there for these guys. But at the end of the day, let's try and get better at doing the blocking, the tackling, the passing, the catching, the running. Everything is a focus right now to try and do something just a little bit better, right? But at the end of the day, it is senior week, and like I said, you can honor the seniors by the way that you practice. You can honor the seniors because of their commitment, their hard work, their perseverance, and just being able to play for this great university and to be able to go out winners. Go out winners on senior day. That's something that, when I was a senior in college, that's something that I remembered, and they will take this on for the rest of their life. And I want to create something there for them that they don't just have memories of Eastern Oregon football, but they have memories of senior day. They have memories of senior week. So again, we're jacked up. We had our first practice yesterday, and it's, the coaches are up 1-0 against these guys. But I know the heart and the determination that they have, that they will battle back. And so it was a fun practice yesterday, and we're going to continue to create that. And again, it's how you practice, that's how you're going to play. So let's make sure that we're doing everything going in that direction to not only just go play the game, but to go win the game.
Right. And with it being senior day, obviously you've spoken about the importance of that. Can you tell us a little more about this senior class and what they've meant to your program?
Well, the thing about it, they've been through a lot. I'm talking the pandemic. Hey, we're playing, we're not playing. There's a lot of guys that have played a lot of football for us, and just to be able to thank them for not only believing in Eastern Oregon and the university, but believing in the program and continue to go out there every single day. Those are the things that we try to develop, and to have this many guys graduating. They've been a part of 3-point above for 13 to 14 straight terms. They were part of a 3.42 GPA last year, a 3.3, a 3.2. So they've given and sacrificed so much for our program. I can't thank them enough, and I tell them that every single day. Just the attitude and the direction that which they try and lead on a daily basis is something that, as the head football coach, I sit and I look at, and I'm like, what? We got some really good people on this team, and I'm super proud of that.
Right, and those seniors, it's always the guys that battle through, the guys that make it the whole way. It's always an awesome way to honor those guys and, your last home game of the year. As we look at, just kind of wrapping things up here, what are the big 3 keys to win this game against College of Idaho?
Well, obviously we got to slow them down. I think defensively, I think we got an opportunity here. They're going to try and run the ball, and they're very efficient in the passing game too. But to be able to stop the run, and then on the other hand, we got to be able to run the ball. Those are the top 2 things in the Frontier Conference that you got to do. And I think that this is one of the games that, as you look at it, there's no better time than the present, right? Hey, stop the run and us to be able to run the ball. Those are the 2 things that we're looking to do.
Absolutely. All right. That's all we got time for today, Coach. Thanks you for your time.
Hey, come out and support these seniors. They're a bunch of great guys, not only on the football field, in the community, in the classroom. They're graduating, and they're going to need our support. So come out and cheer hard for them.
Absolutely. The Mounties are going to take on College of Idaho at home this Saturday for this year's Senior Day. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Thanks again for joining us on the weekly Roundup. Don't forget to follow Mountaineer Athletics on all of its social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching @EOU Athletics. We'll see you next week, Mountie Nation.